We're here with Wednesday 13. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You are my first interview of the day. I got a long day of interviews today, so you get to get me fresh early in the morning. Just got my coffee. It's 11 a.m. here in Los Angeles, and I'm ready to talk about myself.
Um, First question is, in what ways do you think Horrifier became that fun, fast-paced thriller of an album that you have talked about?
Well, I mean, that was kind of the goal when we went in writing this record. I wanted to make a fun record. We wrote it during the COVID pandemic, so it had potential to, like anyone during that time, nobody was having a great time. Everybody was, locked in or depressed or sad. So I didn't want to make a sad, depressing record. So I wanted to make I wanted to come out of the pandemic with a record like this. Like I said, a fun, fast paced, something that was not reminiscent of those last 2 years.
When you started making the video for You're So Hideous, did you actually have it planned out to be like an Exorcist type music video, or is that something that happened during the process?
No, it was very well thought out, like every little detail. Like that's a movie that I grew up watching. I have it, I have The Exorcist on my arm here. So it's been a part of of me growing up. And I've also noticed over time from this movie coming out in the 70s to where it is today, there's still people that are horrified by this film, like some older people that just cannot see it. My mother was someone like that as well. She couldn't look at the girl. It was horrible to her. uh so when it came time to come up with a music video, a million ideas coming through your head. What can we make this video about? We could do this. I could make a Medusa video with somebody with snake hit, and in this first video, unfortunately, my band, we're all scattered around the U.S., so nobody was here so I had to get the first video by myself. So I'm like, how can I make this entertaining? How can I fill up, and I just went with what I know, and I know The Exorcist, and my director, Vicente, knew it really well. He's a great video director, just everything. He brought that to life. Like it's if you watch the original movie and watch our video, we nailed a lot of similarities to it, colors, overall vibe, and end of the day, it was I was super happy with the video. I got to covered in fake vomit, which anybody that watches that was actually yogurt with green food coloring. And I had so much of that on me by the time we left. It was disgusting. It was horrible. But hey, you got to suffer sometimes to make art.
This is true. How long did it take you to make the video?
We did a 12-hour day. It was like 10 till 10, and so it was, and we used up every bit of that time, like every little thing, just to film. Like if you watch the video, you can see the girl's makeup changing throughout the video. It's kind of light, and by the end, her eyes, everything. And so yeah, it took a lot of time to do that. And the actress in the video as well, she was phenomenal. That's no special effects. She's a contortionist. So all the moves and everything you see her doing is exactly what we hired her to do. So that was enough. When I walked in and saw her doing her parts, I was just like, all right, she's the star of the video. I can lay back and relax now. So I got this.
Can we get some insight as to what the music videos for Insides Out and A Good Day to Be a Bad Guy will be about?
Yeah. We just filmed that just a couple of days ago. I'm still sore from from the shoot. That was another one as well. That was another 10 till 10, a 12-hour shoot. And being that we're going on tour in just a couple of days, we didn't really have a whole lot of time to spend 2 or 3 days filming the video. So we were like, all right, let's go in with the idea we're going to film 2 separate videos with 2 separate looks, and amazingly we pulled it off. The Insides Out video is it's got a band performance, but it's intertwined with I'm basically acting out the lyrics, and the lyrics of the song, if you've heard it, they're nothing short of just being violent. The whole song is, someone said, "What's Insides Out about?" I'm like, it's about taking someone's insides and making them on the outside. It's just a torture, brutal kind of song. So it was inspired by Texas Chainsaw Massacre, those kind of movies and stuff. So I wanted to do something that was similar to that. So the video, like I said, has a band performance, but it's also intertwined with me and a Leatherface style mask of my own face that I had made. And I am sort of torturing these 2 victims, and I'm slowly cutting off body parts, ears, fingers, pull a tooth out. It's pretty it was violent, and we were filming it, like, I mean, we literally went from making a rock video to making a horror movie. So that's all I can really, I haven't seen the edit yet, I just know what we filmed, but I think it's going to be a little mini horror film with us providing the soundtrack. Good Day to Be a Bad Guy is going to be a nod to one of my favorite Halloween films, actually I guess the most unpopular one of the franchise, the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, the one that didn't feature Michael Myers. It featured it had the children who would get possessed with the mask on their heads watching TV. So basically, kids are going to be watching us on Halloween night on TV, and when they put the mask on, we're going to melt their brains and turn their brains into spiders and snakes. And so it'll be a nod to that. So you'll get a Halloween 3 Wednesday 13 style video. So you got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre and that one coming up. So that's the 2 movies I did the nod to. So yeah, that's what I do. That's why I call myself the Duke of Spook. Horror is my life, and it's been part of me since I was a little kid.
Insides Out, that's scheduled to drop on September 9th, that video.
8th, I believe the 8th night. You could be right. I don't know. I think the 8th. I think it's next Wednesday it comes out.
And then A Good Day to Be a Bad Guy, that's going to be October 8th, if I'm not mistaken.
I think the album's out on the 7th, and the video comes out 2 days before on the 5th. So yeah, and then so that's the 3 video singles up to the album. The album's out while we're in the middle of our tour. So it's exciting. We'll be playing these 3 tracks on our upcoming tour. So if you come to a show, you're going to get to hear these live.
Will there be any other songs from the album that you're going to release as a single?
The plan right now is around Halloween, we're going to release the Return to Haddonfield song, because it was obviously inspired by the Halloween film. So yeah, that's but I don't think that's going to be a music video for that. That'll just be the single that goes to Spotify. There could be a visualizer. We do a video. I just know we're going to be on tour then, so I don't know. There's no way we can film a video. So but my buddy Vicente did the video, so we may do some sort of visual lyric video or something for that. It was such a cool song, and I'm like, why don't we put this out around Halloween, because it's about the Halloween movie, and that new Halloween movie comes out this year as well at the same time. So it's just tie the room together with it.
Do you wish that we could go back to the days when musicians would release 1 or 2 or 3 albums every year?
That's I wish we could go back to those times, as long as the music was good. Speaking of like bands like Alice Cooper, like back in the day, he released like 4 albums within like 4 or 5 albums within like 4 years. They had Schools Out, Love It to Death, Killers, $1 Billion Babies, all of that just in like this such a short time, and they're amazing records, and I tried to, and if you look at my career and what I've done with my music, There's bands like Alice Cooper and Kiss are my heroes. They're the bands that put records out consistently, and they were consistently good. And that's why I'm on my ninth record, because I was pretty much releasing a record every year, every 2 years there for a while. So between 2005 and here we are 2022, I'm on the ninth Wednesday 13 record. There's been a Murder Dolls album in there. There's been my two side projects, which I did 4 albums with. So I stay busy. Music is my life, and that's the only thing I feel like I'm good at.
Are you worried that metal may be starting to die out as a popular genre of music?
I don't think so. I don't think metal's ever going to die. It may decrease in the popularity here and there, but it's never going to die. And it always makes comebacks. I don't know that metal is, to me, I don't feel like it's dead. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's pretty popular now with all the, especially in Europe. It seems like metal's definitely, like, if you go to Germany, man, they've got like metal. They love it. So I just think it's I just think the quality of music just in general has decreased for me. It's not necessarily metal dying. I just think the lack of a good song, or just people spinning in circles doing the same thing. It's almost like, I don't know who I said online, somebody said it's like a battle of bands trying to outdo each other on heaviness, or outdo each other on production or sound, and they're kind of forgetting what it's all about. And it's the song. It's the song that people want to remember. And that's what I always try to do. I always write my music usually on an acoustic guitar first, and I have a good song, and I go, if this is good enough, then I'm singing it right now, and I can take it to the other instruments. I can build it from here. So I always start with a good song. I'm a sucker for a good song. I just unfortunately don't really hear them anymore.
What can fans expect from a Wednesday 13 concert experience?
Fun, energy. We're going to make you forget about your day. You're going to come into our world, and we're going to take you on a roller coaster ride through all of our music. And when it's done, we're going to spit you out, and you're going to be covered in all that slime and everything we sweat out on stage. And you're going to be like, yes, I want to do that again. And that's what it's like. So it's a haunted house. You get to come in, we get to shake you up, mess you up over a little bit, spit you out, and make you want to come back and see it again.
The album Horrifier is due out on October 7th via Napalm Records. What's the best way for people to buy the album? Is it to visit your website?
The Napalm record site is offering the album right now for pre-order. There's also a really cool, what they're calling a Die Hard edition, that comes with a Wednesday 13 Ouija board, which I'm excited. That's my first one of those. And those are limited, I think, to 500. They got some cool packages with t-shirts of the album cover. The album art is one of my favorites I've ever done. My artist, Johnny Bush, killed it. So you can get a t-shirt of that. Yeah, and it's you can pre-order it now, and the album's out on October 7th. If you come to our show on October 7th, you can buy it right from us. So there's plenty of ways to get it. And if you don't buy music, you'll be able to download and stream the music when it's out on October 7th.
Wednesday, thank you so very much for your time. I wish you continued success.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You have yourself a great day.
Awesome, man. You too. Take care.
Take care.
This has been a Need 406 presentation.